everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome to Ask Think for December of 2016. Oh my goodness, it's so cold. We were away for a little while, and it was super warm down in Grand Cayman, and then we come back here, and it is icy cold. Kopi's enjoying it, but I sure am not. So guys, in the last episode, I asked you if you could make a mod pack for Minecraft. What mods would you include? What would be the theme of what would be the name of it? So Abby Clarkson says my mod pack would be called Life. It would include the Sims mod, some of the animal mods, and furniture mods. And the texture pack would look realistic, and mobs would not attack but be pets instead. Which is actually really an interesting twist, that there would be no danger in Minecraft and it would be just living your life. And I guess the only danger you would have is that, you know, maybe food and things like that. Carter Anderson said I would include the Morph mod, Mutant Creatures, Superhero, or Spawn, and Optifine in my mod pack, which that's some of the Crazy Craft mods. And my theme would be a dark arts kind of theme called Dark Craft. Hariyama Place, my mod pack, would be a retro pack. It would have billions of retro games like Pac-Man or Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, etc. and have a texture pack that makes Minecraft even more retro. And I would also have games from Game Boy or Atari, for example, Pixelmon. I really like arcade games. I don't know why. Even if I'm only 11 years old, don't judge me. If I could, I would create a mod that has Mario and Legend of Zelda and Mega Man. I just love old games. I'll put billions of new mobs because it's always exciting to see new mobs. Minecraft, bye! And have you guys, now I remember seeing a one command creation that was like an arcade game, and you could actually play actual Pac-Man in Minecraft. If you like the retro games, check that out. The Mind of Thomas said if I could have a mod pack, I would make a Nintendo mod pack because I'm a big fan of Nintendo. It would have things like the Mario mod, the Zelda mod, the Pokemon mod, etc. It would be called Nintendo Mania Mod Pack. I would totally play that. Pixie Candy says, I would want my mod pack to be, drumroll please, Harry Potter. Yes, even though I'm only 12, I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. In fact, I'm so obsessed, I go on Wattpad and read all the fan fictions. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I want to have all the Harry Potter mods in it. Why? Because I'm obsessed with Harry and the Golden Trio. Oh, I forgot the name. Well, here it is, the ultimate super duper Harry Potter mod pack that's only for people who are obsessed like me. That was sure a handful. Blue Bear Gaming says my mod pack would be called Dangerous Paradox because it would include better leather, too much TNT, creeper chicken, I don't even know that one, Morph mod, Ice Cream Sandwich Creeper mod, Dungeons, Flukecraft, Gems Plus, and Bacteria mod. Looking at these, so I'm seeing too much TNT, Creeper Chicken, Ice Cream Sandwich Creeper mod, Bacteria mod. These are all really, really destructive mods. Amy Kadermas says, answer for December, I would create a dog combined with a spy theme, and the mods would include mods like spy mods and dog mods, obviously, and maybe other mods like portal, shapeshift. You wouldn't have to kill dogs to morph. It would be pre-selected, and that's it. Have a Merry Christmas, and it would be called, and I love this name, Mission Indosible. Like Mission Impossible. Get it? No? I don't know. Frosty Creeper 10 says, if I could make a mod pack, it would be called a Builder's Dream. It would be a literal Builder's Dream. I would have stuff like Carpenter's Blocks and Chisel 2. It would make detailing a lot easier for builders and make small builds look a lot better. I wish this mod pack like this really existed. Octodaddy says, my own mod pack, name a Nuclear Winter. And look at this, it went all the way down to biomes of desert wasteland, toxic land, and cave land. Includes nukes, toxic waste, toxic barrels, vault doors, walls, furniture, etc., settler NPCs, bandit NPCs, raider villages, hazard gear with gas masks, helmets, etc. And a bonus feature, if you search hard enough, you can find a nuclear launch style with an empty launch pad that has a sign that says, I totally didn't launch a nuke, which also has tons of great loot. And that is so detailed, it sounds amazing. You could like have a really cool themed map around it, I think, as well. Brody Gray says, my mod would be about a fancy lanterns. Get wrecked, thanks, Sia. It would be a fancy lantern boss fight, an NPC, thanks, Sia, which helps you defeat fancy lanterns. The mods would be standard fancy lantern, giant fancy lanterns, ghost fancy lanterns, and the wizard fancy lanterns. It took me a long time to write this because I'm a slow typer. All right, guys, so next month's question is, if you had the chance to be famous, what would you be famous for? Why? And what would your nickname be? So thanks to Rainy Puff MCX for that. Now, before we get to the questions from me, I want to remind you to leave your question in the comments below so I can have something to answer in the next episode. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this episode of Ask Think are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. Now, on to the question, and the first one is from Shreya Zuchian, and it asks, how do you pick the comments for your Ask Think videos? Do you click the thumbs up button, etc., etc.? Do you take screenshots? So the process is, when it gets near the next episode, I literally go to the video and scroll through the comments questions, pressing load more, and read through every single comment that YouTube allows to stay. Because a lot of times, I don't know, comments disappear somehow, but all of them, and usually I would say, I can't really tell the percentage that are lost, but there are at least, when I go through it, at least 1,000 comments that I go through, read every one, and every time I see one that I'm going to use, I take a screenshot of each one. Once I have those, I put them all into a folder, and then I organize them, whether they're an answer to last month's question or a new question, and I try to also keep them kind of themed, sort of categorized as, like this. This was obviously a great one for the first question because, I just said leave your comment in the questions below, etc., etc., and sort of kind of put, if there were a bunch of Kopi questions, I put those together, things like that, and then I read the questions and answer them like I am right now. Ewa Kozak asks, would you recommend getting a dog because my mom and I are planning on getting a Labrador? Yes, there is nothing like the love of a dog, and I know some people are cat people, and I'm a dog person, and people would say, no, you're right, there's probably nothing like the love of a dog, but cat is better. I beg to differ, but there's nothing like the love of an animal. Now, it is a responsibility, but I think it is totally worth it. Avery Crow asks, did you enjoy math class? It stresses me out, I'm a 7th grader in algebra. Yes, but only to a point. I enjoyed math throughout middle school and high school, getting up into calculus in 11th grade. I don't think I took math in 12th grade, because I think I got to calculus in 11th grade, and then they didn't have anything else after that. And even when I got into college, I did, since I was computer engineering, there was a lot of math involved, and I liked it up until we got into theoretical math. Differential equations was about when I started losing my love for math, because there are some practical uses for differential equations, but when I got into engineering math and we started getting into and I guess that goes with physics, when we got into quantum stuff, I really started losing interest when the practicality, at least in a physical world, started to disappear. DK Baseball 28 asks, do you like the Brooklyn Nets or the New York Giants? Well, first, I don't know if you're asking this like, do you like either of them, or do I have to pick one because they're from different sports? So I don't like either. Because if I had to choose a New York football team, I would have to say the Jets, because, a lot of my friends are Jets fans, and I also know one of the players. So I can't say Giants, I have to say Jets. But the other, as far as basketball, my favorite team is the Lakers, and has been for many years. But I guess if I don't know. Yeah. I would have to say, if I had to choose a New York one, and it would be between the Knicks and the Nets, I would choose the Nets. Light Magi asks, hey, Vink, are you going to, or have you seen Fantastic Beasts, and where to find them? If so, what do you think? I want to see, so try not to spoil too much. Yes, I have. My wife and I saw it on Thursday, and I loved it. She loved it too. It was such a great movie. If you guys haven't seen it and you are fans of Harry Potter and the Wizarding World and things like that, I mean, obviously, the characters are all new because it's a prequel. It's way before Harry Potter was even born. But otherwise, I think if you enjoyed Harry Potter, it's still written by J.K. Rowling and everything, so it has that magic well, literally, and both in the script, it's magical. Gosh, why am I using the word magical? Because it is, but it is really a great movie, and I can't wait for the next one. IDK asks, what year did you and Think's wife get married, and where did you two go for your honeymoon? They're kind of related, so I'll allow it. We got married in June of 2010, and we went on safari in Africa, Eastern Africa, for our honeymoon. Callum Reeves asks, have you ever been to Jacob's Pickles? I was on Google Maps and saw this randomly. No, I think I probably know where it is. It's probably on the Lower East Side. And there is a place called Gus's Pickles that we've been to, but not Jacob's. Jack Kennard asks, think my question for the month of November is, will you respond to my DM on Instagram? Because I got a new baby golden and I'm going to name her Kopi. I sent you and Think's wife on Instagram. Check it out. Well, I don't read direct messages on Instagram. I'm not even sure how to access them. So if you want us to see pictures of your Kopi, go ahead and post them on your Instagram and then tag Thinknoodles and I'm Think's wife, and we'll definitely check out your pictures because both of us do check our tags. Melanie Pikachu asks, where did you get Cosmo? Well, I got Cosmo directly from Anki. They sent it to me to put a video on it. However, I do know where to get it because Gemma wanted one because Dan has one, but Gemma doesn't have one. So we went looking here in New York and we found her Cosmo at the Apple Store. Mr. Q asks, think you have a backup plan if YouTube shuts down? If so, can you tell us? Yes. Her name is Rochelle, or Think's wife. She happens to be a doctor, so that's kind of my backup plan at this point. Anime Power asks, hey Think, do you and your wife want kids? Like he should answer, yes, we do. We've been holding off for a very long time because my wife has been in school and in training for so long, but now, no, I'm not saying that we're having a kid right now. Just hold on a second. Don't get too excited. Now that she's finished her training and she has completed her board, she's fully board certified and everything, we might start working toward that and getting ourselves in a place where we could have an apartment that's big enough for kids and all of that first. Shafal Mishra asks, Think, can you tell us a little bit about the new parody? Yes, it's taking ages. You know, I really honestly, when I started work on it and got the music artist and also the 3D artist, animator together, I was hoping for July of 2016. I was thinking June, July, and then it got pushed and I mean, I think this just happens with animations, music animations. There are just delays on every end, and you know, it's looking like it might be March or April. I'm really sorry, guys. A lot of it's out of my control, but the delays are going to be because of quality, so it will increase the quality, and I think that it will be. I think it'll be worth it. However, I will tell you a few things about it. It is kind of a little bit of a love story, I guess. I think there are 2 love stories in it, and it's kind of, well, it's based off of Some Nights by Fun, and of course it's rewritten with new lyrics and things like that. But man, I really want to. I almost wanted to release a little preview of it, but then it'll spoil too much. So we're just gonna have to wait, but it will be worth it. I promise you, the quality will be 100 times better than my last parody video. Epic asks, is there a way to watch one of your live streams on Show after it's over? Well, first of all, I do want to let you guys know I'm no longer streaming on Show. I changed my profile on there and on the videos on my channel. So any live streams I'll be doing, probably I will be doing on YouTube or Twitch, probably YouTube, just because it's easier to keep everything in one place. But yeah, the problem with streaming on Show was that, well, 1, I was limited to mobile. I couldn't play any PC games, and 2, that was one of the issues, is that once it was over, you could only watch it for 24 hours, and after that, the VOD was gone. So it's better for me to do on YouTube because that video on demand can be available forever and ever and ever as a regular video on my channel after I've streamed. That said, you know me in streaming, so don't expect too much out of me, but you never know. Lightning X373 asks, when did you start your YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel almost exactly, well, not almost exactly, but in 10 days, it will be 5 years ago. December 11th, 2000, I'm sorry, I got things twisted. December 15th, 2011, not December 11th, 2015. So yes, December 15th, 2011. Nightmare Foxy asked, think what year when the first time you played Minecraft? Well, it was almost exactly a year later after I started my channel. It was, I think, it was December 21st, 2012, which also happened to be the day that Gangnam Style got 1 billion views. I'm almost positive on that. And also, I think it was like supposed to be the end of the world according to the Mayan calendar. It was all, yeah, it was a crazy day. Anyway, Fallen Turtle Game asks, think what do you use to make your thumbnails? That depends on the thumbnail, of course. In Minecraft, I use, what is the name of the program I use to export those thumbnails or export the world into the thumbnail? Right, okay, it's called Mineways, and what I'll do is I'll take whatever world I'm playing in and load it into Mineways, export it to a Cinema 4D file, and then import my models, and then I make the Minecraft thumbnails in Cinema 4D. Now, for Roblox, I just use Roblox Studio and drop in the little, I guess almost like NPCs into the scenes. Dr. Skellington20 asks, think what do you use to record with Dan and James? Do you use the same program to record with them and by yourself? No, I don't. The reason being that I have to use my microphone, obviously, for the Skype conversation, so that my voice sounds normal rather than just using like an iPhone mic. So my voice sounds better on their videos as well through the Skype call. So I use the built-in software to my 980 Ti to record when I'm recording with them. Mr.Btronic Team Bomber says, think I've heard from this top 10 videos YouTuber that Dan is mature and swears in real life. Is he a nice guy? Well, first of all, yes, he is super nice. And the Dan that you guys see on camera every single day, I will tell you right now, because I spent every day he was here for like a week with Dan and Gemma, and I can tell you he is 100% genuine on the face cam, on camera. He is the exact same person in real life. He's an awesome guy, super nice, and doesn't really swear in real life. So I would say that the person who made that video probably hasn't really met Dan. Everything is Awesome asks, think, has anyone ever met you in New York City by accident? Biggest fan in the world. Yeah, of course. Not terribly often, but when Dan was here, obviously Dan, people know how Dan looks and everything, so I met more people on accident when I was with Dan that week, probably than I would have met in probably like 3 months here in New York. Most of the time people recognize Kopi, and then they know it's me. But yeah, I have definitely in New York City. Hey, it's Millie XX asks, think this is simply the biggest question you will ever hear. Don't take offense to it. I'm simply curious. Do you feel like underwhelmed? I'm not sure if that's the correct word, of like Dan's amount of subscribers compared to yours. I'm asking because he deserves so much more, and I was wondering if you felt a bit sad knowing Dan does the same as you and has become more successful. I think you mean like maybe like not underwhelmed, maybe envious or disappointed that I have less. And absolutely not. Dan is a great person, a great friend. He works really hard, and I am so happy that someone who is genuine and honest and nice can have that much success on YouTube. And I'm glad to call him my friend, and I'm not in any way disappointed in my success in YouTube, because I can't imagine, like, remember when I started this thing, I think I've said this before, that I thought, based on what I could tell with, and because I was playing Club Penguin and Pop Tropica, based on other Club Penguin and Pop Tropica YouTubers, I was going to top out around 40,000 subscribers. That was my max, okay? And now, in the next 2 months or so, I'm going to have 2 million subscribers. So there's no way I could ever be disappointed in that. Paul Eden asks, have you watched the Netflix Skylanders Adventures with Dan in it yet? If not, you should. I love it. Also, do you know if they're going to make more episodes? Yes, they will make more episodes. And yes, I watched it. In fact, I made Dan sit on my couch and watch it with me because I thought it would be funny to hear him comment on the voice acting that he'd done with his character size. It was really hilarious. G the Riot asks, hey Think, you know any free recording software for Windows? Yes. The one that I know the most and I know that people use the most is OBS. I don't have much experience with it myself. I don't know a lot about the configuration. The one time I did use it, I did it completely wrong. So what I do recommend, it's good software if you can get it configured right. So what I recommend is that you do some test recordings first on it and make sure you have all the settings right before you do anything that you want to save. Bob Loves Cheese asks, why are you doing so much Roblox and Pokemon? I don't care what you play as long as you still have the normal Minecraft videos, but they're being replaced. This is what happened when you were still doing Poptropica. Your fans introduced you to a new game and it overtook Minecraft. Please do more Minecraft. Okay, first of all, I think you mean when I was doing Poptropica and then I started doing more Minecraft. Now remember, the whole thing about Poptropica, and I haven't played it in a while, is it requires new content for me to make anything new. I was doing Poptropica because I hadn't played any of the islands yet, so I was playing through them, but once I'd done it and made the walkthroughs and the Road to Captain Thinknoodles, there really wasn't much left on Poptropica, so I needed more daily content. Minecraft supplied that. Now, the reason I'm doing a lot of Roblox and Pokemon is because I'm having fun with it, and you guys are as well. A lot of times, I'll go and look at my previous videos and look at the number of likes and the number of views, and that tells me what you guys are enjoying. If I see something that isn't pulling in many likes or views, then I assume, and maybe it's incorrect, but I assume that you guys aren't enjoying those as much. And so my content and my programming goes toward what you guys are enjoying the most at the time. Now, if Roblox and Pokemon, people don't start, the likes start going down, the views start going down, and Minecraft videos get a lot more likes and views, then I'm going to assume that you guys want to see more Minecraft, and that's how it works. But I don't know what happened, but when Pokemon Go came out, I became obsessed with Pokemon myself. So that might be another reason I'm playing a lot of it. Cash Rodriguez asks, why haven't you played Terraria? I played it for Fan Choice Friday, and I tried playing it on a few streams, and the reason I don't play it is because I'm rubbish at it. I really am. I don't know what it is about that game. Maybe it's just the side-scrolling thing. It just doesn't click in my head the way it's supposed to, but I'm so bad at it, and I feel like you guys watching me play, you'll just be, breaking your tablets, smashing your monitors, destroying your phones in frustration at watching me, that I really don't want to be responsible for all of this destruction and angry parents who have to buy their kids new tablets, phones, and computers. Nicholas Barra asks, what happened to Pokemon Go episodes, and did you know that Ditto's in the game? There's not been a lot of new content added. I do have a bunch of eggs that I've hatched, some 10Ks, so I'll probably be putting one up. I do know that Ditto's in the game, and I am terrified every time I catch a Pidgey or a Rattata or a Zubat, and I don't have the recording software on because I'm like worried that it's going to transform into a Ditto, and I'll be like, no, I didn't catch it. So yes, I will make one soon. The Mysterious Minecrafter TMM says, thank you. See your emails, and we are missing Poptropica. Please play it. Yes, I do see my emails. And, well, like I said before, there's not really any content on Poptropica. The last island they made was 1 year ago at this point. I think it was in December of last year. It was the Escape from Pelican Rock. They've not made any new content since, besides Home Island, but I don't really count that because it's not really a full island. So there's not a lot of new content. That said, I did have a phone meeting with Poptropica's corporate team, the president of Poptropica, and a few others, and I expressed my opinions on Poptropica, what they're doing, they explained to me what they're doing. I can't talk about any of it. I had to sign an NDA in order to hear any of this information. I can't tell you any of it. But, you know, they told me what their strategy is moving forward with their Poptropica 2.0 and their programming strategy of new islands and new content. And I gave them my opinion on things and the state of things and the way I think things should go with Poptropica. When they come out with new islands, I promise you I will play them. Enderbeast21104 asks, think by any chance you're going to make a series of The Escapists? I know you played it before, but it's so much better now to be awesome if you played it. I know they're coming out with Christmas ones. I might do that if you guys like that. But I think I was really bad at The Escapists. Martin Plays asks, please do a series on Growtopia, I beg you. It's such a cool way to hang out with your fans and have fun. Well, you guys loved that video. Even Growtopia themselves loved it. So I would like to do more, but I don't really know enough about Growtopia to do more or even a direction of what the videos should be. But if you guys are really interested in it, please send me some messages on Twitter, you know, some replies and give me some ideas and suggestions of what you want to see me play on Growtopia, how I could make a few episodes on Growtopia. I would love that so that I actually have an idea of what I'm doing and whether you guys would watch that. Ash Ketchum, hey man, what's up? I need to get that Greninja you sent me from the demo. Anyway, it says I installed Crazycraft, but my game crashes. I would really like some help, please. I assume on a Mac, because I had this problem on a Mac also, and maybe not, maybe it's on a Windows PC. But either way, I think I solved the issue by upgrading my Java. If you have an old version of Java, generally the newer version of Crazycraft will crash because it's on. It has something to do with the Forge version, and it has a conflict with older versions of Java or newer versions. Oh boy, I don't remember if it was the new version or the old version, but do try playing with your version of Java. So install Java 1.8 in the newest version, see if it still crashes. If not, go to an older version of Java and see if that helps. Vila 2006 Gaming asks, do you like pink fluffy unicorns? Only when they're dancing on rainbows. Nightmare Foxy asks, think which food will you choose? SpongeBob Krabby Patty or Papyrus Spaghetti? Well, come on. My username is Thinknoodles. What do you think? Of course it's the noodles. Papyrus's spaghetti. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Ask Think. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below so I can have something fun to answer in the next episode. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and please do become a Noodler today and subscribe. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, Noodle on!